This video will show you how to register for the Nike Cross Regional Championships using Athletic.net. And this video will focus on high school teams looking to register with their high school team page, and you'll be registering with a team alias so as to be represented as a club team name. The video will also discuss how to add additional coaches to your account if additional coaches need access to submit registration and entries as well. So up here in the top right hand corner is the login button. You will click that to get started. If you do not have an account already, then you'll be prompted to create an account as well. I'm going to switch screens to where I am logged in, and you will see over here on the left hand side the My Teams column that Grant High School is the page I'm going to click on right here, cross country, to go to that team page to further demonstrate the next step. So on the left hand side here we have the season calendar, and if you do not have your regional championship meet listed on your calendar yet, then you will click Add a Meet to add it to your calendar. Or if you've been sent an invite from the meet host, you'll have a big old box right up here at the top that has the regional championships, and you can click Accept or Decline. Obviously, click and Accept if you intend to register. Down here we have the Northwest Regional Championships on this team calendar already, and the Register Athletes button is right here. Before we click that, I would like to proceed to scroll down the page just a bit to show you where you can add access to an additional coach. So right here you have your coaches and admins access box, and when you're logged in you can see this button right down here at the bottom, invite another coach to your team. You'll click that, fill in the first, last name and email, customize the message if you would like, make sure cross country is checked, and then send an invite. They will then easily be able to create an account and access your login, access their login to connect with this team page and submit registrations as well. So that is how you add an additional person to assist in registering your team. So let's go ahead and click on Register Athletes. That's going to load up the registration page. The first thing you will note here at the top is to enter team as, and team alias is just sitting right here as an indicator of you need to type in a team alias or team name that you're running under, as you will not be competing under your high school team name for this postseason meet. So I'm just going to use their mascot name, the Generals, and type in Generals XC Club. You will use whatever official club team name that you intend to be running as, and when you insert that in there, then that follows your team throughout all entries, registration, into the meet itself and the results. Next, you will note that you have a participation release. Clicking this link right here will give you the PDF form to download. You need to have that filled out for each of your registrants, and then reading the instructions here, send that back to the email address included. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that for right now so we can focus on registration. This specific regional meet has different sections for registering that maybe other regional meets do not have. So take it as you see in this video and apply it to your regional meet as well. So let's go ahead and click on the championship race division. And you can see we have a limit of, we can add 7 people into this division. Go ahead and click through these, and you can see the balance due is calculated up here at the top as we click through and add our athletes. And once we've reached our maximum of 7, then we can no longer click anymore for the championship race because we are allowed to enter 1 team of 7. Over here on the female side, you can also, instead of just clicking on the divisions, you just use the drop down and register that way if you would like as well. I prefer to click that, then use the buttons as well. And that also helps me see my athletes' best seed marks for the season as well. So you can see we have 2 complete teams. It's calculated the invoice. I'm going to click this right here to expand, and you can click these for additional information on all the entry fees per division. They're pretty consistent for all regional championships. So far we have 1 male team, 1 female team, with the team price listed there. We are about to hit the max bulk fee, so you'll see how that works right here. And go ahead and click the open invitational section, and scrolling down, these 5 athletes are already registered in the championship, so it just reminded me that they're already registered in another division. So let's add a few more athletes and assigning them all to Team A. Once I hit the 8th person in this race, it's going to assign them to Team B, so you can enter multiple teams in this open invitational. And as we scroll back up to the top, you can see the balance due has locked in at $400 for the bulk fee. And so now it just shows your description as a combined team maximum fee of $400, as it is does not increase beyond that prior to the late entry fee deadline. If you would like to clear your entries for a division and restart, you can do so by going down to the bottom here and clicking this clear. But prior to doing that, I just wanted to show you on this ABC thing for teams. The first 7 you click in will be on Team A, but if you'd rather come back later and change this person to Team B, then now you have a slot open for Team A and you can exchange just like that. You can make those changes all the way up to the entry deadline. I'm going to click this clear entries button so those entries are cleared. I'm going to go ahead and actually clear all entries in just to be here so that this team coach can register as they desire and not have to submit these entries that I have submitted. So down at the bottom, clear all entries, and the entry fee will have adjusted likewise back to $0. When you are ready to pay, let's throw in 2 athletes just so that we can see this example. You will be asked to complete an athlete bio. So let's say we have 2 athletes that are only attending. We're going to click Pay Now. And each athlete needs to have information provided regarding the athlete themselves and then emergency contact information. So I will not fill this out as it would save it for this athlete named Truman. You will go through and fill out each of these. You can see your team alias is also right here. It's locked in right here. If you change it right here, then it changes it for the whole team. So just know that that is the field that's connected to this field right here. So I'm going to click Pay Now, and I can bypass this in the video. You will need to complete all bios before clicking Continue and proceeding to payment. So I'm going to click Bypass. You'll see that there is the reminder about the participant release. So read that, send the participant releases to that email address. You can download it right here again. You will need to check this box before clicking Continue to pay. I'll bypass this for now. And then you'll be brought to the payment screen where you input your credit card information and submit online payment. Once you have done that, your entries are finalized and have been submitted to the Meet host. And they will see that payment recorded on their end as well. All the way through the entry deadline, you have submitted payment. You will still have access to come back to the registration page. Let's say you had a team of 7 and you needed to exchange an athlete. Let's fill out this back up to 7 again. You've already submitted payment. This will say $0 balance due. You've paid $175. You can still unclick an athlete and then click another athlete back in to complete a team of 7, and your balance would still be $0 because you've already paid for that full team. So you can come back and continue to update or make changes to your registration through the entry deadline. The entry deadline is noted up here at the top of the page, and then again also on your home page. Let's go back to that. As that loads right here, you can see the entry deadline list right here. It'll be listed in your local time. So right here I'm recording this video on the Pacific Coast, but it'll show wherever you're located throughout the nation according to your own specific entry deadline. Okay, so that video showed you kind of the really important steps on how to register, how to submit payment, making sure to complete athlete bios and get that participant release form filled out, but then also showed you how to enter the team alias, as you will not be running under your high school team name, but you will be forming your club team name and putting it into that field. And then also down here at the bottom, how to add an additional coach or coaches who need access to register athletes with your team as well, if you would like to have multiple people assisting with your team. As this is a postseason meet, and we recognize that you'll have others assisting coaching as well. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.